Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. He is just caressing the ball. Camavinga. Thuram. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's in a great position here. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Thuram. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. That is a brilliant interception. So, what can they make of this? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. That's good running with the ball. Steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's beautifully weighted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Doué. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And here's Camavinga. Tchouaméni. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Olise. Camavinga. Camavinga! Goal! France! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's a goal kick. Tchouaméni. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Konate. Doué. France looking to pass their way through. Camavinga. And it's Doué. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Half an hour played now. Konate. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Thuram. He's picked his way through. Stood up well to him there. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Doué. Olise.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And he's intervened well there. And here's Thuram. Thuram tries making a foray down the right. Chips it through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, he's really drilled it. Hernandez.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's headed upfield. Oh, that's well spotted. Camavinga looking to add to his goal. And it's Doué. Koundé. Doué. Now this could be a chance. Mignon with the clearance. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Doué. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're underway again.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Saliba. And it's Tchouaméni. Passes short and sharp.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's going to go a long way. Olise. Can he get it? Shot at goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Camavinga. He's on it, can he get away? Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Olise.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Thuram. Now there's a fine ball, driving through the middle. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely worked. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Tchouaméni. Olise. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
France are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Mbappe goes steaming forward. Mbappe. Oh, this is a very good run. That's an excellent interception.
Might want to be careful there.
Referee has just said play on. Oh, sweet feet. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 22.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
À leur place, le numéro 24. Le numéro 25.
Hernandez with the delivery.
Digne. Le numéro 2. Le numéro 7. Attention.
Corner number 2 then. There's the header! Tchouaméni clears. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Tchouaméni gets it away. Doué is onto it in a flash. Pavard. Now it's Doué. Konate gets a foot in here. Barcola. And it's Doué. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Big chance for a shot! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Just 5 minutes left. France have it back and can go again. Floated. Oh, what a mistake! Zaire Emery takes control of it and he's on the move. Dembélé.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Oh, chance! Doué gets it clear. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaning. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to... Mbappe! And he's gone backward here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Olise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Hernandez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Swings in across. Corner number 2 then. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Mignon gets rid. Oh, what has happened here? He's shifting through the gears here. Face to face with the keeper. And he shoots! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Well, it was probably, for him, the best option, but then again, I'm not the best judge of that.
Quarter of an hour played. And it's Doué. Tries to pass it through. And the finish! Oh, good-looking ball. Thuram chasing after it. Olise. France finding their passes. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Now there's a fine ball, and he's got his cross in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Olise. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Doué. He's beaten the last man.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Hernandez. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Hernandez. It's a pretty loose pass. Olise. Doué. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Olise. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. And here's Mbappe. And here's Thuram. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Camavinga. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. It's Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Camavinga. Mbappe. Tchouaméni. Looking for options for movement. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Koundé. Some good work on the right flank here. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Hernandez. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. That has been cut short. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Mbappe gets into a good position. And it's Tchouaméni. He has a look up. Now it's Thuram. Tries a shot! He scored! And finally he has breathed life into the game! class finish.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Koundé cuts out the pass. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And it's made its way to him. Big chance! Must be! Chance! Saliba gets good distance on it. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is good alertness. Olise charging forward, the ball at his feet. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Doué. Olise. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Camavinga. Camavinga.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9, le numéro 11, le numéro 6, le numéro 22, le numéro 21. À leur place, le numéro 7, le numéro 24, le numéro 25, le numéro 3, Digne, le numéro 2.
Plays it short.
Changement.
Oh, such a clever touch. Nice sequence of passes, this. Aims beyond the defence. Barcola. Looking to play him in. Well read, nice interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Kolo Muani. France are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Koundé.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Chouameni knocks it into space.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, that was vital.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Looking for a runner. Dink through. He's picked his way through.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Mbappe goes short. That is lovely. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Big chance! And with that, the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Nommé Jonathan.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe, and he's picked it up out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thinks about the shot. Chance for a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Great vision. Olise receives it in a wide position. Olise!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Into the channel. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now that's well seen too. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Olise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved. And
the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Camavinga. Hernandez. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Thuram. Tries to cut back. Oh, he's Camavinga! Goal! France! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
The ball has bounced loose now.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Mbappe! And it's Tchouaméni. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, can he get onto this?
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Konate is the guilty party there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Tchouaméni. Oh, that's nice. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tchouaméni for Olise. Klaus. And he's onside. Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. Tchouaméni for Olise. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries a deft little ball. Tchouaméni.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, nice touch. And it's Camavinga. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Hernandez. Lovely, now then.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking to play him in. Camavinga. Camavinga. And a chance! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
France grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
France are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Pinches it off him. Thuram. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Koundé. Olise.
Played out to the right.
Now it's come to nothing. Now it's Mbappe.
And here's the chance to counter.
Klaus cuts it out. Chouameni. And here's Thuram. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's having a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
France with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Koundé can get it clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Hernandez. Good driving run. Knocks it into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Distributed tidily. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game change.
Mbappe! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Le numéro 7. Le numéro
It's Dembele.
Digne.
That's a good run he's making there. Dembele. Lovely feet. Well played. Important challenge, that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And this is Dembele. Drives it in. He rises! He can get that clear. Conte. Tchouaméni. Ball played for Conte. He's being urged to shoot. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Hernandez. France do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's well spotted. Koundé. And the counter is on. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly.
That's good play from him. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Digne. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, that was never going to make it. Tchouaméni. Pavard. Conte. Good, strong midfield running here. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Saliba. And it's Koundé. And that is a little undercooked. Looking for the run. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Mbappe! Klaus gets good distance on it. And it's Conte. And this is Dembele. Tries to get it clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's found a way through. Dembele. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nicked it back promptly. And the referee brings it to a close. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game, that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
We have already started here.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get rid. And smartly reclaimed.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Gets a good foot in there.
Olise. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. And he shoots! Goal! France!
Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Upamecano goes direct.
Quarter of an hour played.
Distributed tidily. Klaus. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Olise. Olise! Oh, split-second reaction.
Olise is offering a right smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Punched away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
France have the chance to go the other way. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries a shot! Oh, another save.
Klaus really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Corner number 2 then. Saliba can get it clear. France are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away? And the shot! And he's there to belt it away. Gently done. Klaus. Tchouameni. Upamecano producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's the chance to counter.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, such a clever touch. Camavinga. Olise. Thuram. France are looking to break at pace. Played towards the other side. And it's Hernandez. Can he get on the end of this? Tchouameni, not the most accurate pass. Tchouameni, and he's forced to go back. Tchouameni, it's a really well-measured ball. Looking for the run, and that is expertly dealt with. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Klaus, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Half-time getting close now. Now, can they get him away? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba. Oh, that's well spotted.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And he's gone searching crossfield. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are back on the way.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Olise. Mbappe goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Klaus. Oh, can he get onto this? No, that's been intercepted. Tchouaméni. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, well played. So much. Can he finish? He scores! France are back on level terms. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Thuram.
France have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
And it's Hernandez. Camavinga. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's made its way to him. Camavinga. Now it's Thuram. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Thuram.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Thuram looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Thuram. Tchouaméni, nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Thuram. That's an excellent interception. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Thuram. Camavinga.
Lovely feet.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
No way through. Klaus. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Hernandez. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. Looking to play him in. Konate gets rid without sophistication. Played back to the goalkeeper. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Olise. Hernandez getting this one clear. And it's with the keeper. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Chers spectateurs, veuillez vous munir de vos billets car nous allons procéder à l'annonce des numéros gagnants de la tombola du jour. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22. Le numéro 21.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
Le numéro 6. Le numéro 11.
Pavard.
Le numéro 9.
Good defending there, they slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Le numéro 3. Digne. Le numéro 2. Le numéro 15.
No, he wasn't going to let it past.
This is the time you need that pace.
Le numéro 12.
Klaus
Le numéro
calmly
7.
anticipates.
Changement.
And it's Dembele. Here's Tchouaméni. Nicely spread. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Pavard. Looking for options for movement. Doué. Oh, nice touch. Thinks about the shot. Well read, and the danger is averted. Koulibaly. Klaus. Conte. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte threads one in. Now it's Doué, chooses to go back. Koulibaly succumbs to the pressure. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Dembele, and it's Tchouaméni, and it's Digne. Oh, this looks sharp. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Changement en cours.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Digne, that's tidy. He stands tall and strong. And he thumps it clear. Doué, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This looks promising. Mbappe! And he's there to get it away. Taken back almost at once. Tchouaméni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Doué, out towards the flank. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Digne crosses. And that has been cleared. Backward it goes. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Doué. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he can clear it away. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And that's going to be a booking. And it's hoisted clear. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's heaved it away. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So it comes down to this, a final rallying cry, and then kicks from the spot. Kolo Muani is over the first kick. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Mbappe is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
France are looking to keep pace here. Oh, what a save!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
France with the chance to go 2 up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
France looking to draw level. With absolute accuracy.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
The third man in the queue. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Doué is the fourth man to step forward for them. Denied remarkably.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Digne is fourth up. Oh, calm as you like.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
France are looking to save match point. France have won it by the bare... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Thuram.
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Hernandez, now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Mbappe! Olise. Klaus. Olise. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Camavinga. Hernandez. Hernandez stood his ground strongly. And that's been drilled in.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Klaus. Konate spots it and intercepts. Chouameni, Saliba calmly anticipates. Klaus. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Camavinga.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. Olise. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Koundé. And it's Camavinga. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. Couldn't squeeze it through. Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Klaus. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Hernandez. And the shot's on here. Konate gets it away. Plays it through. Can he latch on to this? Cleared without hesitation.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Deftly away. Ball is over the line. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Klaus, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Thuram. Shoots! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Reflections on the first half?
France certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And we are already promptly back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Hernandez. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? Camavinga has been caught there, it's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Hernandez. Mbappe! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. on the ball again. Tchouaméni, can he spark a counter here? For Olise. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Olise. Great ball if he can get there. Olise. Mbappe.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Turns back here, probably the best option. Koundé, 60 minutes played. Olise. Tchouaméni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get onto this? And he's intervened well there. Thuram under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Now that looks a decent ball. So nearly the perfect ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram looking to run onto it. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Camavinga. Camavinga! Now, who's going to be first to this?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Thuram. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Camavinga. Camavinga, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? Camavinga with the slide tackle there. Oh, some tackle that. Oh, good spread. Klaus, he's got away. Oh, there's the clearance. Klaus. Klaus making good progress on the right-hand side. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22, le numéro 21, le numéro 6, le numéro 9, le numéro 11. À leur place, le numéro 3.
France are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
It's Dembélé! Yes! And they are cruising away. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Goes for a shot! In he goes again. It's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Tchouaméni tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Knocks it into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Time
additionnel.
added on will be 2 minutes. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Floated through. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! And that may well be that. That is that. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly,
Mesdames et
not
messieurs, votre
today.
attention, s'il vous plaît. Un jeune
Well, what are
garçon
your thoughts on
vêtu
today's
d'un
game then,
t-shirt
Jim?
jaune
France
attend ses
desperately
parents
failing
secrétariat
to
du club.
impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.